Hey everyone! Welcome to the Crabcast in a hotel room. One of many.
A lot of hotel rooms are happening this year, but none of them have had the Crabcast featured.
That's true, but now we're going to try it out and see how that works.
I love how we promised last week that we wouldn't do this.
I know.
Lizzie's probably like...
She's just somewhere wearing a lab coat going, no!
She's in Irvine, like dropping a beaker, being like, I knew they would do this.
I pulled a feather out of the pillow.
Did you know that it takes 17 birds to make one pillow?
Yes, none of my pillows are feather pillows.
Mine either.
Because it's sad.
And I'm allergic.
Yes, and it's sad.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push an agenda on you guys. If you guys want to have down pillows, that's your right as a person living on this earth.
It's true. But yeah, so where are we? We're in Seattle.
We're in Seattle. We go to Seattle a few times a year. We have a lot of friends here in Seattle. We're going to be visiting lots of them. We are also here with a lot of our friends who also traveled here to Geek Girl Con.
It's true.
Our friend Jessie and Chin Chin are here from Heroes of Cosplay.
It's true.
And all of our lady friends from BioWare are here. We're going to be hanging out with them.
And we might get some footage if we like manage to learn how to work the camera.
So. And my professor from my days at Berkeley is also here. She's an archaeologist. And
which is really cool. I wasn't rolling my eyes at her, I was rolling my eyes at Jessica.
I was trying to do like an old-timey like 1920s like...
Well, you can say that about Berkeley. I can't say my days to Santa Barbara where I just stumbled around trying to avoid drunk people.
Isla Vista.
Oh, the days in Isla Vista where everyone was so drunk.
Hang 10.
That's not even what you say, but it's fine.
What do you say there?
It's hang loose.
Hang 10. So you learned a lot in Santa Barbara.
No, I learned that from my dad. Not from Santa Barbara.
So you didn't even need to go to college?
I didn't even need to go to college if I wanted to learn about surfer culture. I had the corner on the market on that.
Wasted education.
Yep, it's true.
What did you learn in school mostly?
Well, I mostly just drew dragons during my medieval studies courses. I did get an A- on my senior paper in my freshman year. So I wrote my senior paper my freshman year because they let me into the senior class because I had all this AP credit. And so I wrote this huge 55-page paper and I got an A-. And then, ironically, so I pretty much passed college my first year on my senior paper. Ironically, in my senior year, I never took the basic writing that they make you take going into college.
Okay.
So I took it my senior year, and my last quarter of senior year, the woman was so mean, she wrote on my paper that I needed help with my writing. And I was like, I already got an A on my senior paper my freshman year. You're crazy.
That's rude.
It's like the one time, that wasn't awful. I mean, the history department was great, but the school itself was there were a lot of problems there. All probably because their students half the time were just talking about beach keggers.
I think that English teachers in general have issues as a kind of, throwing out a stereotype. When I was in a wee lass in high school, I was one of those kids who no one ever believed in, and then I would get 5 on my AP test, and everyone would be like, oh wow, you got a 5? Only 2 kids in the class did, and I was like, yeah, I did. So I never had to take any English classes in college because I was one of 2 kids.
I got a 4 on the AP English exam, so I had to take the extra class, and I waited till my senior year, and they told me that I needed help.
Yeah, I got a 5, and I had this English teacher in the 11th grade who used to belittle me, and she would always wear these dresses with giant shoulder pads, and
there were a lot of English teachers then that wore those dresses.
She was very tiny, so very celery shaped.
I don't remember which woman you're talking about.
Well, I don't really want to say.
No, I know, but I don't. You have to tell me after because I can't even.
I will.
Remember.
I wish Lizzie was here. Lizzie's the jar of mayonnaise in between us right now. Here, this can be Lizzie.
Oh my god! Why is she like a Tootsie Roll?
Here's Lizzie in the Tootsie Roll. So this is Lizzie. Lizzie, do you remember that teacher from the 11th grade? Anyway, so she.
I don't think I had that teacher.
She had no. You didn't.
Okay,
you didn't. So
fine.
she had no belief in me, but she had these like giant shoulder pads. We'll tell Lizzie's side of the story next time.
Yeah.
And so she had no faith in me. She used to be super overly critical of my papers. And she would always be like, damn, women's clothing doesn't ever fit right. And I was like, maybe.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So then I got a 5 on the test, and I was like the only kid who did. And
the women's clothing never fits right. Oh my god.
I was like,
crazy.
Maybe you shouldn't just like have a celery shape and then wear giant shoulder pads.
Yeah, maybe if like you wear like 1985, like. Fine.
I know. Go back, look through your yearbook, look at how unflattering your teachers were.
Yeah.
Leave a section in the comments. Tell us how unflattering your high school teacher was.
Yeah.
And who didn't believe in you and how you showed them and proved them wrong.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny because you're saying that like all the English teachers like believed in me like 100%, which is funny. Because I, like, never read the books and, like, never paid attention.
Yeah.
Drew dragons all the time. And then they, one teacher, she, fucking loved me. And I did this, like, crazy notebook that was, like, we did, like, a poetry project that was, like, super elaborate. And I, of course, I didn't, like, it was an art project. Like, poetry, like, whatever. But it was an art project. Like, so I made this, like, giant bound book and, like, bound it and everything. And she was, like, so impressed that she couldn't even handle herself. And I'm like, lady... The poems aren't very good. I just made this crazy art project and you like it. And it's just really funny because, you know, they were being like, oh, Jessica. And they're like, oh, no, Holly's great. Here she is. It happened in middle school, too.
My poems were phenomenal. I do want to say...
My poems were really weird.
Holly's class, which was 1 year ahead of my class, ruined class for my year because Holly's class had a giant ring of cheating. They would all cheat off each other. So no one actually did their homework. They would all do parts of their homework and then they would cheat off each other. And then all the teachers found out. And so my class had it even harder. And yeah, that's why none of them were like, oh, we didn't read the books. We didn't do anything. We just bullshitted our way through.
English was different. That was only in history that we did that. But
no, it's not.
Either way, I was busy forwarding my art career by drawing in class, so.
I'm going to hang 10 surfers.
I wasn't, no. So on a side note, since we've now told our crazy school stories, I just got the Pacific Rim art book, and it's amazing.
Why don't we just change? Let's just change the name of this podcast from the Crabcast to Stories, and also let's bring up Guillermo del Toro.
Again. We'll stop eventually, but the art book came with stickers. There's like stickers, like Gypsy Danger stickers and shit, and like the Russian one, like there's a big sticker, and it came with posters, like retro posters, like fight for like the Jaegers with like kaijus. They're like this big. Nice. It's amazing.
Nice.
And it has like a whole paragraph explaining like Bleak House and how they worked out of his house on concepting the monsters for Pacific Rim.
Can't even.
He has a room that rains in his house. Yeah, you walk in, and this is his office, okay? This is in Southern California. You walk in, and there's like all these crazy monsters, and there's like a full life-size statue of like a special effects artist doing like the monster makeup on like a guy in Frankenstein. Like, I don't even understand. And then you turn a switch, and it fake rains. It fake rains in his office.
Where do you think our kaiju is?
I hope there. I hope it's there. But I'm sorry, that's all I'm going to say about Guillermo del Toro this week. But that Pacific Rim art book is reasonably priced, and it has lots of amazing things in it, so you should totally get it.
Go check it out. Go check it out.
It's on Amazon. There were only 18 copies left, though, and I tweeted about it, so they might be snapped up. I don't know.
That's crazy. There's some kind of story. I don't know all the details because I like to not do any research when I talk about topical stories, but have you heard about the like Scientific American like crazy debate thing where some woman was writing a blog and it was like put in Scientific American and Scientific American like retracted it, so she wrote like another blog, and then they said she was like being too personal.
What?
So she like wrote another blog that was like basically calling them out on it, and then someone was like, are you a scientist or a science whore?
Whoa,
like,
what?
Yeah,
Whoa,
it's crazy.
I'm sorry.
It was crazy. Her name's like Danielle Lee or something like that. It's like this crazy
like
science
slut shaming.
Yeah,
science?
a scientist, like this biologist. Like Scientific American.
Oh my
and like
God.
now the whole science community is like blowing up right now.
Yeah, like you can't say stuff like that. Like I always think it's so funny when people are like, there's so much
Gamers.
There's so much like drama in gaming and cosplay. I'm like, there's drama in everything. There's clearly even drama in Scientific American.
I just love how it's in science, but they're probably doing the same thing, but instead of being like tits or get the fuck out, they're just being like, you're so pedestrian. Also, you're a slut. Yeah, so go.
Your data's wrong, you whore.
Yeah.
This is 0.05 off, you dick nugget. I don't know.
Can you replicate the results of your research?
Probably not, plebeian.
Are you even up for tenure?
Oh my God.
Zoom! You always do that. You never act like you're having fun.
I'm having fun.
You're like, someone forced me to do this.
I'm not. Get it away.
It's Lizzie.
Look at it. What if you can we cut out little eyes and a smile for this end?
Go, do it.
No, it's fine. We're back, everyone.
Here, just give her some dignity.
Yeah. So yeah.
So we'll be recording all weekend. This is us like fresh faced before the con starts, and
I'm coming on to Lizzie.
Is that your lady friend? This is us fresh faced. Obviously, we somehow before the convention even started are super slap happy. So
I'm loving the Tootsie Roll.
We're gonna capture footage all weekend, maybe some highlights from our Crabcat panel, maybe some interviews with our BioWare ladies and Jessie and my archaeology professor, who does have tenure.
Nice.
And yeah, we'll keep you updated, and then we will do a post-con, like, who knows what we'll look like.
We don't know. We will definitely get some. We should do some Daria and Jane.
Yeah, we will.
It's gonna be fun.
Explosions!
Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be great.
It hit my face.
You deserved it.
Really?
But yeah, sorry for the audio.
Is my nose bleeding?
No.
Are you sure?
No, it's not bleeding. Sorry for the audio. Obviously, this is our first hotel attempt, and you're not gonna get great audio in a hotel anyway. I like hotels because they're not my house, so I don't have to like clean things.
We like hotels,
which is great.
We're happy to be here.
This
podcast has gone into workplace.
It has. But yeah,
there's sirens. Someone's dead.
We'll see you guys at Geek Girl Con if we get some footage, which we should. But thanks for watching. Bye.
See you at the con. So Lori, not Alex. We don't care about Alex's impressions anymore.
Yay!
What do you think about Geek Girl Con? For those of you who don't know, Lori is my advisor. She taught me how to be a person and how to think intellectually. She is a historical archaeologist at Berkeley, a tenured professor, which basically, I don't know, I think everyone thinks that tenured professors can like do everything but like, I don't know, bad touch people and get away with it and not get fired. Is that true?
That would be absolutely incorrect. We can, however, take weekends off to go to Geek Girl Cons, which, when you're not tenured, you don't have the time.
That's really sad.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really sad. Can you tell us a little bit about like your research and why you're awesome?
That has nothing to do with Geek Girl Con.
First thoughts, Geek Girl Con.
Very cool. Very
What?
geeky in a good girly way.
Why'd you guys come to Geek Girl Con? Other than the fact that I was like,
we wanted to hang out with you.
Come to Geek Girl Con.
Well, also, Alex has some very geeky tendencies, and she enjoyed San Diego Comic-Con quite a bit, and we wanted to see what a smaller con with a more focused audience was like.
How's it compared to SDCC?
Oh, this is just a different animal. This is actually a place where you can talk to people instead of be talked at, and try to be seen or see. A lot more interactive, a lot more engagement with other people at the con. For us going to the San Diego one, it was a media event, but it wasn't really an engagement with the things that we enjoy about being geeks.
Nice. Nice. So we will be capturing more footage of us looking like we're shooting porn in a hotel room later this weekend. Thank you, Lori and Alex in hard Zoom.
Hey everyone.
It's the end of the first day.
And we had a lot of fun.
I feel like we should talk like we were actually Daria and Jane.
Okay.
You don't actually know how Jane talks.
I remember seeing the show, but I don't remember they didn't have catchphrases. They were just like, I hate everything.
That's not what Jane would say. She was the more snarky one.
Yeah, you're right, she was.
Jane was snarky, and
Yeah,
Daria was just like kind of borderline needed an intervention and a lot of medication.
Yeah.
Like, I think Daria was severely depressed. I think Daria was a giant cry for help. And Jane was just
a crazy artist.
Yeah.
She just wants to make things, that's it.
Yeah, I think Daria just had severe unipolar disorder.
It's okay. Anyway.
It's probably good that we're podcasting now because we have very low energy.
It's true.
It was fun though.
It was fun.
Good day.
It was a good day. Everyone liked our costumes.
If they didn't, they didn't say it to our face.
They didn't say it to our faces. Our panel was fun, though we don't know if it was fun for everyone else. It was fun for us.
It was fun for us. It was fun for us.
Yeah, some sirens in Seattle, guys.
I don't know what's wrong with Seattle and all their sirens.
It's crazy. It's out of control.
Let's take a moment. Rest in pieces.
Someone's dead.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Natalie, our best friend, Stumpy Nat, on Twitter. Are you having fun? I am. How about yourself? It's good. Good times. Good times. I look like Mr. Burns right now because I've got these giant eyes. I'm always glad to see you. Geek Girl Con is the place that we met. Yes. We're like celebrating our anniversary. Our third anniversary. I always hit on Natalie and I don't mean to. What happened? Alright, so we had to cut the feed because Holly started saying what Nat's job was, so that's... And I was going to have to kill us. That's part of what she does. So, we'll talk to you later, Nat. See you later, Jessica. I love you. I love you too. Karen still does it though. Is the lead editor. And which you know by my masterful use of words. Sylvia. I know, I did that on purpose. I know. Sylvia Cheryl is one of our amazing writers on Dragon Age, and Karen works on everything. She makes sure, I have a hand art. That's so cute. She makes sure that the sex you have in our game is well written and cohesive and in voice. And fun. And in voice. Are you guys having fun? Lots of fun. Yes. Put your hat on. All right. Here we go. Wait, hang on backwards. But stop. Can you wear it on the panel? Oh, hi. You should totally. And kindle this. And kindle this, baby. Oh no! And then my first home console with the N64. Oh gosh. Yay! Good job, Edie. Don't crash the ship.
This is a funny game for Nintendo 64.
Round and round and round.
Hi everyone. We're at Geek Girl Con. I feel like you should probably talk louder, Holly. Hi, we're at Geek Girl Con.
I can project. I'm Allegra Clark. I work at Amazon on X-Ray for Amazon Instant Video. That is the coolest job. I'm Bethany Westmoreland. I also work at Amazon with the digital video team.
I love you guys work at Amazon.
Yeah.
Wow. That's weird.
So weird.
I love how
real jobs or something.
I love how as soon as we start talking to you, everyone decides that squeaky toys are something that must happen right now.
I think it's a great soundtrack in the background.
It is.
I like it.
You guys also are cosplayers.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, and you do amazing costumes. And what were you dressed at the con this time? I know you were Sandra.
Yeah.
And you were
Isabella. Yeah.
Allegra does an awesome Isabella.
Because she is this amazing, if you didn't know. She is. Can you meet some lines?
Oh, no, not again.
Not yet. Do it. Come on. Do it. I mean, I'm Jane, so I have to look really unimpressed.
Apostate prostitutes. Prostitutes!
It's uncanny. It's so realistic. Also, Bethany is a welder.
It's true. I do well.
You're a welder?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like 4 generations of welder.
Are you serious?
I'm fun at Geek Girl Con. Yeah. Oh, it's such a great environment.
Did you say, are you having fun at the Geek Girl Con?
No, Geek Girl Con.
Like you're like Obama talking about the Twitters?
I searched for it on the Google.
On the Geek Girl
And then later I'm going to discuss it on the Facebook.
There you go.
The Twitter.
There you go. Hello everyone. It's the end of Geek Girl Con and I've never felt so popular.